So excited about this evening's celebration. We're just so thrilled that we're finally, can I say it, or are you here to save that for later? Legal!
And now it is my honor. I'd like to call up both Xander and Pippi, if you can come up here for just a moment. Okay, so I have an official citation from the city. Exactly. So this citation is presented to the Dirt Palace. I, Jorge Elorza, Mayor of the City of Providence, do hereby confer upon you this citation in recognition of the Dirt Palace's 15th anniversary, a milestone celebrating a feminist art space in the city's historic Olneyville neighborhood, which provides women artists affordable studio space, facilities, shared resources, opportunities, a culture of collaboration, which is so neat, and maintains visibility in the community through a committed public arts presence. The residents of Providence join me in congratulating you on this momentous occasion and wishing you continued growth and success in this important community resource. Given under the seal of the Mayor, 2nd day of July 2015. Congratulations.
Guys, we're going to have like a 20-minute speech. We didn't dress this out with my blind eye. All right, so I'll pretend I'm not reading. Hi, welcome to the part where we talk for a little while. In case you're wondering, the building actually came with this podium. We've been waiting for 15 years to use this podium. Yeah, actually might be the whole reason we actually scheduled this whole event. So just have to use the podium. Yeah. Okay. We have to get serious. Welcome to the Dirt Palace 15th anniversary. Woo! So 5 years ago, we had our 10th anniversary, and I think some of you guys were there for that. We had a 10-hour-long party, which, if you were there, after a while, started to feel like party jail. So sometimes around here, the pendulum kind of swings in one direction and swings back. So we had this idea that for this year, we would have a 15-minute long party. Like, just epically party really hard for 15 minutes. And we put it in the folder of insane ideas, the Dirt Palace. That file is filed next to Idearia, which is also filed next to how many years can you live in a feminist-encrusted jewel base before reality melts. That was dark. It was dark when we wrote that. But it did give us the idea that we would try to, take each segment of the night and break it into 15-minute. And to help us, we've enlisted Reva and Rachel. To help us so that we can honor and appreciate everyone in an efficient manner. Okay, so getting now to business, we're excited to be celebrating this party marks two things. We talked about the 15 years and the certificate of occupancy. And finally getting a certificate of occupancy is a thinly veiled, nice way of saying finally getting legal. Lynn, it was exciting to have a city official point that out for us. That was I never thought that would happen. But anyway, we almost had written on our invitation, "Dear esteemed guests, come celebrate that we are totally not living at the Dirt Palace anymore. Not living.
But to quote Olneyville newspaper magnate Jacob Berendes, nothing is all the way legal or illegal in RI.
Right. But actually, that we do want to get serious for a moment and reflect on the situation that we are coming out of, because it is a precarious position, this not being legal, and one that we shared for a long time with so many of our neighbors, and a position that so many people around us find themselves in various forms for various reasons.
The Dirt Palace, at a pivotal moment of change with our C of O, grew up in this precarious situation of illegality. We were politicized by the situation and its precarity. We formed relationships and neighborhood alliances based on the situation. And while we are excited to be legal, and basically it means have a coffee in our pajamas on the front stoop, it's also a privilege and a responsibility, and one that we take seriously.
Legality will give us the opportunity to be more visible, more vocal, more inclusive, and form more strategic alliances and do more daring and challenging things.
And smash the patriarchy with a larger and larger hammer.
A jackhammer.
That's a nice segue. Because this project has been about building things together, building things with our hands, building things with our minds, and also with power tools.
So we all know that women still make 77 cents on the dollar to men.
But studies have also shown that 77% of men can't help but are incapable of not grabbing power tools out of women's hands and explaining how to use them. According to the Department of Labor, less than 2% of women are carpenters, plumbers, and electricians.
So a critical part of this project has been about empowering ourselves to learn together how to do things that women have been highly discouraged from learning.
Though we never did any work on the building before we pulled those 37,000 permits.
Nothing is all the way illegal or legal in Maryland.
Thanking people are really good.
Okay, so there are a number of people who you want to thank tonight.
Oh yeah. We also want to present them with a small token of our thanks, with the best tool ever.
My best tool is Sandra.
Alright, I was going to say hammer.
Well, we can't do hammer because AS220 already gives out the hammer for the Free Culture Award.
Oh, right. So what you get?
Well, what's the next best tool?
Vice grips.
Chop saw.
I did not give everybody a chop saw. Sorry.
Wonder bar.
That's right. Wonder bar. Part crowbar, part wonderful. They're designed for, prying the lid off of mundane reality, letting the unicorns ride the lightning into, glitter rainbows.
Also good for breaking into abandoned buildings. Sandra, give me all the illegal lines. I actually bad representation.
Okay, Emma, how are we going to do this?
I got an idea.
Okay,
Sandra, what if we made it like a game?
Tell me more.
It would be like a game show where one of you could say all the things you want thanks for before, and then the other person could guess who it is. Tell us more.
That sounds really good.
About 15 seconds. There could be a 15-second rule, since 15 is the theme of the party.
That sounds good.
All right.
How do we know we get to 15 seconds?
Yeah, probably.
15 seconds.
Oh, it's horrible. Okay.
This is actually, we have so many people to thank, and I know that there's some people who are not here, but we actually can't see in the sea of faces if you're here or not, so there might be some people that we thank. I think this, how are we going to do it? Yeah, we'll find out. So, we'll see, yeah.
If someone's not here, maybe someone else can come up if you feel like you're channeling their spirit. Okay. So, with many people who we're going to thank tonight, you're going to hear this project wouldn't be the same without blank. But this person who we're about to thank, without their participation, we really wouldn't have existed. She was a co-founder, visionary, and the reason we have modern indoor plumbing. Seriously, before this person taught themselves to sweat pipes, we were pissing in buckets. Oh! Okay, yes, you got it! Also, an award-winning filmmaker, flawless community builder wherever she goes, and taught me many things about sisterhood. Joe
I know that when you closed on the building, there was a christening ceremony of smashing some champagne. So when it's no one's looking and you're ready to do something illegal, I would like to present you with some cheap champagne smashed on the building.
We got a lot of people, so we're gonna think this up. So we're gonna start getting fast with this. I think it's your turn.
Oh, it is? Okay.
Yeah, it's the bottom of this page now.
Wait. I got lost. Okay. Visionary spatial organizer. Though many of his ideas were not actually implemented in his time, endless energy for community building, fun days, and late nights.
There's more to say. We're just gonna cut short.
Hey, guess what? Keep going. Okay. Sorry, I wasn't sure how the game worked. What did you think? I invented this? Fun days, late nights, warm hugs. Possibly drank the most coffee of any Dirt Palace resident ever. And possibly printed the most posters, and by posters, I mean take your breath away. Inspiring 8-color masterpieces.
The city, the state, and the universe. Been in all the best bands to come out of Providence. It was obvious from day one that this person lived practical feminism on a daily basis, but when multiple copies of Intercourse and Sexual Politics of Meat started showing up around the space, we discovered that she had a deep background in theoretical and academic feminism. Only wears one color, 2 if you count silver shoes, 3 if you count red.
Serious again for a minute. It's a well-known fact that there is a certain power couple in the arts here in Providence. This person is half of that power team. A mentor beyond all mentors, generous beyond what people in America, in capitalist America, can comprehend. He will listen to everybody's ideas and takes young people very seriously. When we sat down with him as 23-year-olds, in 2000, he cried when he was talking about the intensity of the beauty of a life devoted to making arts happen for everybody. How could we not want to join him in this adventure? At every turn along the way, he's had our backs. At every turn along the way, he's been both an inspiration and a friend on both a personal and organizational level. Bert.
First of all, I want to recognize my wife, who is more likely to use.
We're getting there. Yeah, we're getting there.
And the only other thing I want to say is that, and I mean this so sincerely, this place helps me sleep. the existence of this place in our town helps me sleep at night. And that's good. Thank you.
Another person to thank that I know said they were going to be here, but I'm not sure if they are. I don't know if I should give it away or should I just go for it?
Just go for it.
It's funny anyway.
Yeah, okay.
Floored us in her interview by telling us that her other life path involved becoming a train conductor, something about helicopters, and like 100 other, over-the-top yet verifiable adventures. When there were not enough glasses to drink out of, rather than going to job lot like the rest of us would, she hand blew new water glasses that are basically indestructible. When we needed doorknobs, she hand blew glass doorknobs. Reportedly, she is now hand blowing cathode ray tubes where there are no televisions. Liza.
Oh, yeah.
That's weird. She said she was going to be here. I guess we're going to hire her.
All right. Okay, moving on. Beloved mayor of Babytown introduced the Dirt Palace to a new form of art making that won't go away, known as the gift revolution. Sent us awesome stuff before moving to town so that once she arrived, how could we not try to bring her into the fold? Made a drawing of the Dirt Palace bathroom called Baby's Happy Place.
Went to every meeting without fail, even when she probably never slept at the Dirt Palace once. Took off all her clothes at the Dirt Palace Harvard performance, which was actually quite modest affair considering she never got naked and was wearing about 30,000 layers of clothing. Amazing photographer, secret artist provocateur. Shereen. Became a member by basically walking in uninvited through some accidentally unlocked door to the Dirt Palace, and then wowed us by showing us documentation of a performance involving dancing in underwear and bouncy balls. Charismatic in part due to her past life as a youth pastor, mild obsession with Hall & Oates, curated the Dirt Palace Soho 20 exhibit, i.e. super fun legit adventure in NYC.
Okay.
Let's put some more red lights on.
Top-notch professional collective liver before ever setting foot in the Dirt Palace. Also a professional librarian. Ever wonder why it's reasonable to attempt to find a book that you were looking for?
Writing, reading, painting, basically anything cosmic about the natural world, this person knows a ton about. First overlord of general beautification, launched an awesome jewelry line during tenure at the Dirt Palace. Also basically always rational and nice to everyone. Really.
The
As if get real as it gets. If you are wondering why this whole setup is beautiful, it's because we are standing under this person's art. Intensely strong aesthetic coupled with a love of decorating means that this current member will likely very visibly leave their mark on these walls. Also, her love of fun and partying means that we are likely to have more events in the future, so hold on tight. Also, dog lover. Also, the never-ending sweetness, never-ending surprises. Where's the flashlight? Oh, this person took it squid fishing? Grew up near a health food hot dog papaya stand in New York City. Secret biologist. Built a forest. Inside. Heavy weaving. Seems on the brink of creative explosion.
bird. Causes a room full of women to piss their pants from laughing so hard. Healthy dyke of only girl who is unstoppable in every way. Also see talented performer. And this sounds like you shouldn't have to say this about someone, but this is on the list. She has a grip on reality. She's a thoughtful friend, pushes boundaries in respectful ways and with wise political analysis. Has Brett come back? We've been lucky in a lot of ways, obviously, but we really won the lottery in regards to neighbors. When we first found ourselves moving in, we found our neighbors, we kind of heard their brains clicking, trying to figure out what to make of us, and some formed immediate negative opinions based on our armpit hair. And other irrational fears of organized women, and others had more open minds. This neighbor started out welcoming and has always been very fair, open, professional, and friendly. He's given us chances to make amends when we've messed up, and I haven't even gotten to the part yet about snow plowing. Do you guys remember how many times it snowed this winter? That's how many times this neighbor went over and above. Craig Stevens! If a neighborhood is a living organism, an ecosystem per se, Honeywell's a cross between a dense rainforest, a wolverine, a unicorn, a dash of traffic jam, and who can understand and dare to nurture such a complicated creature and do it so in a way that is always respectful of the diverse components. This organization has worked to build quality housing that is the essential fabric of the neighborhood, and to convene so many people and organizations that are at the heart of the neighborhood. And even though we weren't a traditional organization, they've always been so supportive and open to partnering. I think Frank Shea from One Neighborhood Builders is here. Still here? Hey, Frank! He's here. Thank you, Frank. Okay. I'm going to give this one away by the first line. Oops. These women in the Department of Art, Culture, and Tourism have long supported and recognized our vision. Their ability to understand the importance of the multiplicity of approaches that are necessary to nurture an urban, creative community that is healthy, inclusive, and world-class is rare, radical, and risky. We have never been a simple project to support, but they have always given us time, respect, and often a seat at the table. In short, they get it, and we are all so lucky for this. All right, we're almost at the end, which is great. I mean, I love doing this, but you guys are probably getting hot.
Don't stop!
Okay. Remember when we were talking about the arts power couple? Well, remember we had a crazy leak, and who was the first person we had to call? This person is an equally inspiring artist and inspiring original badass woman, carpenter, electrician, plumber, who basically knows everything. And she's basically who we were aspiring to be when we started this project. She's also incredibly funny and incredibly generous with her time and wisdom and her tool collection. But really, you guys, thank you so much. Oh my God, I forgot there's one more person. Sorry. total visionary. Without this project, would have never happened. Best friend. There's still food and drink and have fun, and we have all the fans going, so hopefully it doesn't get too hot. Yeah, thank you so much.